Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Echo Fox, and today I'm going to do another episode of Indie Games. We're going to take a look at UnderRail. It is currently in alpha, as you can plainly see there with the alpha demo and red text. If you've played any of the original Fallout games, then you will be very familiar with this sort of style. It's a sort of isometric, top-down RPG action adventure game in the style of the original Fallout. So far, it's got a lot of potential. It's only in alpha right now, and let's just start the game and take a look at it, shall we? So here we have our base skills. Pretty generic stuff you see in most RPGs. We can select our name here, and I will of course be Mr. Echo Fox. So we have our strength, dexterity, agility. All these are pretty much the same in most RPGs. Constitution affects prevention of illnesses and poisons. It also affects how tough your character is. And agility affects your ability to dodge, to evade, and movement points, like your action points. Dexterity is for apparently looking, such as operating lock handling. The font's a little different. Thievery and throwing. Strength, of course, for melee weapons and heavy weapons. And perception is for seeing enemies in advance, and of course looking for hidden passages. Creatures will there is no magic per se in this game. In this universe, people have psychokinetic abilities such as mind reading and telekinesis. Sorry, I had a bit of a brain fart there. Telekinesis, mind reading, and there's another one where you can control the temperature of the air, so I guess it's sort of like pyrokinesis, which sounds pretty cool and interesting. Not too sure about that yet. And of course, intelligence, that's sort of self-explanatory. So I'm gonna go with a sort of sneaky athletic person, so I'm gonna take away the strength and will. I'm not gonna be very magic or I guess psychic based in this one, and we're gonna put all the points: perception, agility, constitution, and dexterity. Then we go into our skills. Here we have a large group of skills here. Fairly common as well. You got your weapons, offensive weapons, skills like guns, grenades, crossbows, dodge, evade, stealth, and you start out with a pretty good amount of points. So I'm gonna put the max it will let you is 15. So I'm gonna put 15 in guns. I'm gonna put 15 in dodge. I'm gonna put 15 in evasion. The better you can dodge and of course evade attacks, the longer you'll survive. I want to be stealthy as well, and actually I'm going to do all of the subterfuge area right here: hacking, lockpicking, and pickpocketing. I am going to be the Renaissance man as far as espionage and sabotage and hacking go. And technology here, I haven't read through all these descriptions. Represents your knowledge of mechanics. This skill is primarily used for crafting various items such as weapons and armor. So with mechanics, you can craft weapons and armor. So apparently there's some crafting system in the game. I haven't seen much of it yet. I only played maybe 10 or 15 minutes of the demo so far. So I have a clear understanding of how the combat in the game works, but I haven't seen all the features yet. And like I emphasized before, it's still in alpha. So we have electronics. This is primarily creating electronic devices and energy weapons, which sounds pretty cool. Chemistry allows you to craft various items such as explosives, also pretty cool. Biology also enables you to extract useful substances from plants and animals, as well as healing and psi restoring concoctions. Psi is the energy you use in this game for your psychic powers, obviously. And then tailoring allows you I have a speech impediment tonight. Tailoring allows you to craft leather and sort of items, cloth items, obviously. But we're not going to put any points in that. We are going to, however, put a few points in the psychic abilities. Actually, you know what? That doesn't make sense because I didn't put any points in will. I actually took them out. So we're just going to go... We're going to max... persuasion, intimidation, and mercantile, which is like your it just allows you to trade better with merchants, right? Business transit. Yep. Okay. Just making sure. There we go. And the feats. Feats are like your perks in Fallout. Right now, there's only a couple available. I don't know if some of these just haven't been implemented. I think they're all implemented. I think you just have to have a certain amount of skill level for certain things. There's quite a few of them, but I am going to go with Ninja Looter, which reduces pickpocketing traits or... why did I just say reduces? Feats are special traits or tricks of the trade your character has learned over time. Why did it just say that? Okay, there we go. Reduces pickpocketing time by 50%, also grants you 10% plus 10 bonus to stealth. So we're going to go with that. And we're also going to go with we're also going to go with Gunslinger because it reduces the amount of action points required to fire a pistol. So that means we can get more shots in during the battle. And it looks like... Oh, apparently I didn't select Ninja Looter. Alright, there we go. Alright, shall we be in? Let's do this. So you'll notice right away there's no in-game voice acting, which of course is very common for an indie development team. I'm not sure what sort of team they have, so it might just be one guy doing all this work. But first off, you'll notice the isometric pixel art sort of look to the game, which I really enjoy. Alright, let's go along with the dialogue. Alright, last topic, of course, earthquake repairs. Continue. Is the breach at the administration level finally closed off? Yes. And the south tunnel? What's the situation there? Got to dig deeper to plant the explosives or we risk more damage to the tunnel. Almost everyone is working in shifts up there now that the administration level is stabilized. Shouldn't be too long now. Gorski, how's the security looking? Got one man at the cave exit, and that's enough. Automated security is strong there, and as long as we know the crossroad and the cove are clear, no one can sneak up on us. Got one man at the underpass, and he's ordered not to open the gate no matter what. That would be too risky at this time. Everyone else is at the platform securing workers and tunnels. Good. If no one has anything else to add, then we'll conclude this council meeting. Actually, this is one more thing in case you didn't know already. I admitted a new citizen to the station. That Mr. Echo Fox fellow? He's quite handsome. Yes, he scored very well on most tests. I think he will be a good addition to the station. You put too much trust in your test, Tanner. We'll see how he handles live action. Well, we'll find out soon enough. Best put him to work immediately. We need all hands on deck right now. Indeed. So I don't know if I'm going to read all the text in this game, but I'm sure all of you are capable and very literate people, so you can read everything yourself. The controls are pretty easy. There's no way to configure the controls yet, but if you press F1, it'll tell you sort of a general little tutorial here. But we don't need that because I already know how to play. Right now we need to look at our notes, which is going to tell us that we need to talk to Counselor Tanner and his temporary office in the Commons level. Excuse me, I need a drink of water real quick. Okay, so here's my character. You move with the mouse, the arrow keys move the screen up and down, or you scroll the screen up and down. You can press not F, but Z, sort of like in Diablo when you press Alt, it shows you all the interactive items. So There's a Foot Locker here. I want to see if there's any good items in there. We got 50 credits. Credits is obviously currency or money. Shelves here. Let's see if we got anything good. Nothing there. Let's check the desk. We got an access card. That's the access card to our room. We'll need that if we ever want to get back in. Check your personal computer. There's a few messages here. I'm not going to read them. One just explains that I got my new key card and that A placed it in my desk. And the other one just welcomes me to the station and pretty much tells me that I will be a great addition to the team. Here in the locker we got some armor. I probably won't use this because it here, I'll show you. We'll go to inventory and then we'll go to character. It encumbers me. Oh, well, not yet. Here, I'll put it on. But certain items encumber you, slow down your movement. It reduced my dodge, evasion statistics. So now you notice it's 16, and once I take the armor off, it goes back up to 18. So it all depends on your playstyle. If you're a big, heavy tank sort of character, then it's okay to wear armor. But I want to be fast and agile, so I'm not sure if I'll be using the armor. I'll probably end up trading it for weapons and ammo. Alright, so let's head out. Also, you can turn the light switches on too, if you're wondering why it was so dark. Let's check the shelf real quick, and then we'll head up to the common area. Looks like we got some flares. The loot system seems to be randomly generated, which is pretty cool. I found various different things on the shelf in different playthroughs. I found some nets. You can trap people with nets, apparently. I don't know. We got security cameras. So we seem to be in some sort of underground infrastructure or system. Reminds me similar to the vaults, of course, in Fallout, and a little bit of Metro 2033. We're gonna go to Commons Cantina. Okay, we'll check these shelves real quick, see if there's anything good we can take. Now this has the best elements of Fallout. I'm not talking about like Fallout 3 Fallout, but the original Fallout. There's no real morality that comes into play, at least not that I remember, where like in Fallout 3 you get punished for stealing and stuff like that, but in this game in Fallout I don't think that sort of happens. So we're gonna talk to Tanner here. Blah blah blah. Tanner notices you, blah blah blah. He's just telling me that if I remember correctly, that I scored high in the test. I'll be a valuable addition to the team. We don't have enough. If you read, I read it to you earlier. An earthquake happened, and some of the tunnels are down, and they're trying to get up repairs and stuff. Looking forward to it. Blah blah blah. How much damage the earthquake caused? I'm old enough. What's the plan? So he's telling me I need to do some field work. There's this area in the north. It used to be an old observation station that another camp or fort or community used to use, and it's been run down. So I'm going to go check it out and clear it out of any inhabitants. And now I'm going to do target practice. There wasn't really much there to read it all. Essentially, I'm going to go get my gun from the armory, do some target practice, and then head out on my mission. But first, I think, if I remember correctly, I have to talk to the doctor. They're running some tests. They always run tests on new recruits, so we're going to go talk to the doctor real quick. See what he has to say. Pasquale. Hello, Mr. Echo Fox. First of all, let me congratulate you on your admittance to our little station. I'm sure you'll love it here. It's good that you came. I actually wanted to talk to you about some of the results from all those tests we did earlier. Is there something wrong with me? No, quite the contrary. Sorry if I scared you. You see, test results show that you have certain amount of psionic potential. Now, I explained this earlier. Psionic abilities are, in fact, psychic, telekinetic abilities like mind controlling and moving things to their mind, that sort of thing. How much potential do I have? I'm not exactly sure until I run some DNA tests, but there's but it's there. Okay, continue. Okay, let me just tell you a bit about psionic potential first. It's a relatively rare, inheritable, complex genetic trait that triggers development of certain otherwise latent components in the brain. It's been a long night. It allows a person to perform subtle psionic invocations as invoking powers. This just explains what I talked about earlier: telekinetic abilities, radical temperature change, and mind control. We're not going to read all this stuff because I already know it, and I'm explaining it to you. All this is disturbing, blah, blah, blah. How do I realize my potential? He's telling me that humans are born with an inhibitor, so they can't use their psychic abilities to harm themselves when they're born. And he's going to give me a pill that will chemically destroy the inhibitor to allow me to use my psionic abilities. So we're going to take the pill. It has some side effects, he says, so here we go. You force a large pill down for a while, nothing happens. I don't think it's working. And obviously you can see it's having some side effects on me. The screen just turned funny colors and I passed out. I'm gonna wake up, my head, what happened, blah blah blah. Inhibitors, psionic surge, but you're alright. Now I'm just gonna go on asking about how I can further develop these abilities, and he's gonna tell me that there are a few individuals at the station that are masters at certain psionic abilities, and that they could teach me. But it takes time, patience, meditation, years and years of practice. But we're going to end dialogue for now because that's not our first priority. Our first priority is to do target practice and then go out and do our first mission. Now I ran into a little bit of a bug, maybe a glitch, where I couldn't get out of the station. So hopefully that's not going to happen again. I will emphasize, like I said before, that it is an alpha version of the product, so things like that are bound to happen. It's not perfect yet. And this part scared me. I saw the security bot and a turret, and I thought I was going to get shot. But we're in the armory now, and obviously they have adequate security for the armory. We're going to go get our gun from this guy, Lucas, with some weird-ass radical hair there. Blah, blah, blah. He's just telling me... he's just asking me if I want my gun back. Now I'm telling him I want my gun back. So, giving me my gun. Here's my gun. It's easily equipped by putting it in my hand. Then you reload it by clicking on the ammo and click reload weapon. Click on the weapon, reload. Right now it's sort of clunky, unless there's some sort of hotkey I don't know about, which there probably is. I haven't mastered this game yet. But like I said, it's an alpha. So we're going to go talk to this guy who runs the shooting range, and we're just going to shoot a couple rounds down target. So I'm going to skip all this. He's just greeting me, small talk, nothing really important. Blah, blah, blah. I'm here for target practice. Alright, so I'm going to activate this console. We're going to set the distance of the target. We're going to start with 5 yards. Start a new session. We're just going to shoot. And it's a turn-based game, obviously, like in the Fallout, the vein of Fallout. And now we're going to do in session. You have to go through this. Just it's a sort of like a tutorial type thing. Configure target distance. We're going to go 8 yards. Start a new session and dialogue. I don't think I have to go through all of this actually. I'm just going to try something here. Tell him I'm done target practice. I guess I have to do a little bit more. I think I have to do every range, every distance. I don't want to waste too much ammo because unfortunately in this target practice you're actually wasting your own ammo, and there doesn't seem to be a way to ask for more ammo, which is kind of a shame. It means you have to pay out of your pocket for additional ammo. I'm done. I'm done. Okay. You'd already told me that. I guess I have to keep shooting. Are you okay? Out of ammo. Gotta reload. I'm doing a horrible example of showcasing this game probably, but I have a pretty horrible setup. I'm not rich or anything, so I have a fairly cheap mic. I guess it's decent, but it's right in front of my keyboard so I can get the best sound quality because it used to be off to the side. And anyways, it's hard to play with my keyboard and not knock over the mic at the same time, so am I done yet? Can I go now? This is getting annoying. I'm just gonna... okay, whatever. I should have prepared better for this video. End session, continue, and start new session. Oh. Now I'm just... my brain is... I've been at school all day, so... and now I'm doing it again. Let's try this one more time before I lose my freaking mind. There we go. Change the... there we go. End session. Now we're gonna switch. And we're just gonna waste the rest of this clip. Hopefully by then we'll have satisfied the requirement to do this training so I can get on with showing you the rest of the game, because obviously we want to get out there and start killing some enemies. Okay, I'm done. End session. Continue. Leave. I'm done. I'm done. Thank you. Yes, 250 XP. Now I'm going to go sell this armor because, like I said, it hinders my movement speed, my agility, and I want to get some more ammo, which I had to waste on target practice, which is quite a shame. So here's the trading system. It's pretty straightforward. Here's the item I want to trade. I'm going to offer it up. It's worth $580, so I'm going to try to find something that's worth about that much. We are using... wow, I guess I used up all my ammo already. But I am using 5mm caliber ammunition. So, that's what I'm going to put. You can shift click on something to split the difference. So you can have... that didn't work. You have to put it in your inventory first. So I'm going to put it there. Split it. So that's only $300. Obviously I don't want to cheat myself out of trading something in and getting less than the value of the item. So that's only about $300. So we're going to throw some stuff in here again. We're going to split it again. And that's about... he still refuses it. So it's probably too much. So we're going to split it again. He still thinks it's too much. What? See, this little line tells me whether he's accepted the trade or not, and obviously he's a stingy little bastard, so we're going to trade and get some ammo for my gun. I got 111 rounds, that's fine with me. Let's go. I'm going to press F5 to save real quick. It's always good to save. And I'm going to have multiple saves this time because last time I didn't and I got stuck in that one area. So we've done our practice target practice, and we're going to go back and talk to Tanner, tell him we've done that thing, and continue on with our mission. My brain is just sort of like turning to mush right now. But I really wanted to showcase this game because I really liked it, and I like to support things that I enjoy, so I think this game deserves some attention. It looks pretty damn good to me, especially if you're a fan of the Fallout or RPG genre. So let's talk to him real quick. I'm done with target practice, blah blah blah. Bring It is telling me on my first mission. This is obviously, like I told you about before, Outpost to the north needs to be cleaned out, and then he wants me to restore power. I need to talk to this guy in engineering first, who might have a solution to restoring the power of this old, dilapidated and abandoned outpost. So we're going to go to engineering. We're going to ask this guy how we can restore the power to that area. So engineering. I really want to get out there and show you some combat. I didn't anticipate it being that long. Maybe I should skipped ahead, but I wanted to show you everything. So here's Harold. Nice to meet you. Yes, blah blah blah. Tanner tells me you have a way of restoring the power to the outpost to the north. Yes, he's going to give me an energy core, which I can insert in the generator. It will restore power, and then I will have to manually flip a bunch of switches to restore power to the rest of the facility, because the facility has like a failsafe, so when the power goes out, it turns off all the other resources so they don't go to waste, which makes sense. Blah blah blah. He's giving me that. Good. We're going to go. We're going to get out of here. We're going to save again real quick, because last time when I left, actually let me check my notes or not. Escape. Reactivate the power generator. Okay, so that's all we got to do now. So we're going to go to cave tunnel exit. We're going to talk to this guy. You can't see him yet. He's going to give us our access card so we can leave. He's just telling me quarantine procedures, how he verified who we are before he lets us back into this cave or vault or whatever. Last time I got stuck here. Thank you. Thank you very much. Last time I got stuck in this room and I couldn't get out, which was pretty disappointing because I wanted to play the rest of the game. Alright, so now we're in these caves and we're headed to the north outpost. Let's hope we don't run into too much opposition on the way there. Let's see if this door is locked. No, it is not. Who's this guy? Old Jones. I think this is the guy I'm supposed to speak to. Oh, it's you, young Mr. Echo Fox. Off to do some hunting? I hear you're very knowledgeable of the tunnels. I could use some advice. Been crawling through them tunnels all my life. What do you want to know? We want to know about the abandoned outpost. The nearest one is just to the north of here, and then they stretch to the east and to the west. They were built by Omega Station, but are somewhat in the ruins now since we put them out of business. Plenty of rat hounds there now. Okay. Oh, if you're heading there, could you do me a favor? I was scavenging near those outposts a while back, and I think I've lost my old digital watch there. It was about this big and made of metal. It doesn't have a strap, so I keep it in my pocket. Must have fallen out somewhere. Could you keep an eye out for it? Yes, yes, yes. I don't really want to dig in too much to the lore because this video is going on long enough, so we're going to get straight into the combat and give you a feel for it. Is there anything here that we can loot? Oh, there's lockers. I didn't even see them. I like this. Oh, I like the fact that you can use a hotkey. Don't do that again. You can use a hotkey. Why is it doing that? There we go. Flares. Nothing. Alright, let's get going. Let's go kill something. Yes. I like the soundtrack, it's pretty good. Nothing over here. No idea if I'm going the right way, because right now, currently, there is no map system in the game, so there's no mini-map of any kind. So, just sort of figuring it out on my own. Which is kind of cool. A lot of games don't make you think anymore. It's sort of mindless action, like Call of Duty. Back in the day, you used to have to use your brain to play video games to figure things out. Had to think for yourself. I don't know where I'm going, though. This is a dead end, so we're not going to go there. This cave very much reminds me of the first level of Fallout. If you played the original Fallout, it will look sort of similar, I guess. What is that area? It's got an ominous glow to it. Let's check that out. There's some water over there. Oh, hello. Halt! Who goes there? It's Mr. Echo Fox, the new guy. The F&G. He nods and relaxes a bit. I recognize you now. What are you doing here? My business is my own. No, just exploring a bit. I'm on a mission. So, I think I'm actually headed in the wrong direction. I think I might have to go back the other way. I don't want to go to some mushroom cove. I want to go to the outpost. So we're going to check this other direction very quickly and see if this is the other way. I think this is actually a dead end, and I think we were going the correct way. Actually, this might be to the next outpost there. I didn't see that door earlier, so we're going to see if that door leads to somewhere else. Obviously it leads to somewhere, unless it's sort of a broom closet. But it doesn't look like it. So let's see where this goes. No sense of direction. Like I said, there's no map or compass, so I'm just trying to figure this out on my own. As you approach the passage, you can hear faint squeaking sounds coming from up ahead, and a pair of red beady eyes blinking in and out of darkness. Oh boy, I wonder what that could be. Let's find out. I'll take a drink, because my mouth is dry. Alright. I have a feeling we're going to meet mutated rats of some description. Oh god, what is that? A rat hound. Yes, I was correct. Because I am always correct. Oh god, that thing is fast. Shit. Alright, so it's a turn-based system like Fallout. You have a limited number of action points. Depending on how far you move, you can expend all those action points. I have 36 action points, or 36 movement points and 50 action points. I'm just going to stay here and shoot this thing in the head, so I'm not going to move at all. And, oh, I guess I ran out of action points, but it looks like it's going to die soon, so. Ouch, 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 ouch! Holy crap, did a lot of damage. But luckily it's dead now. I do have healing items. I have this thing here. I like how you can drag and drop. Let me show you something here. You can drag and drop items. And also, I think you can drag and drop feats. No, not feats. I swear you could have drag and drop abilities. But I don't remember how to do it, so I guess we're not going to do that. But yeah, so I can hotkey that item. Let's shoot this guy. That one missed. And I'm out of points. Oh wow, he's doing a lot of damage to me. We're going to use our health. So our health's fully restored. Gonna shoot this guy. These guys are pretty brutal. I don't have much health either, so hope battle has ended. I don't see any more rat hounds, so we're gonna end battle. So far, I'm really impressed by this game. If you've played Fallout, you will instantly feel a wave of nostalgia from the game. It just reminds me of a more updated version of Fallout, which I'm fine with because I loved Fallout. I loved the universe. I loved isometric style. I love this graphic style. I really love it. And I don't know. I guess it depends on what genre you like. Some people probably won't like this, but if you're a fan of that sort of genre, you'll love it. So let's check these items out. I discovered a trapdoor. Oh, that's my perception skill. That's pretty cool. It sort of just appeared out of there. A lockpick. I need one of those. This video has gone on pretty long. I'm not sure if I want to continue too long. Hopefully I've given you a general idea of what the game is about. Obviously there's nothing to lose. This is a completely free game. You can download the demo and go try it out. It's in alpha right now. So you can get a better sense of what the game's like by simply going and playing it. So I will obviously leave a link in the description, as I always do. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry for the absence of a lot of videos. I've been very busy with school and work and life, and I try to showcase indie games that I enjoy. Try to spread the word about those games, and I've ran out of things to say, so like the video, subscribe. Thanks for watching.